What's going on, guys? It's Coach Noob back in the building with another one. As usual, it's going to be jam packed full of jewels. And your time is always appreciated because you can be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. It's another wild one, man. Double murder. It's about a man who unalived his estranged wife and their child, bro. Let's get to it.
Relatives of the victim say the man who killed his estranged wife and 7-year-old niece threatened to kill the whole family. Channel 2's Taisha Fernandez, live now in DeKalb County. And Taisha, the mother of the adult victim here, told you one thing saved the rest of that family from getting hurt.
Hey, mental health, physical health, spiritual health, decision making, bro. It's crazy. Somebody would even think like that, bro, over a woman. And estranged, we already know estranged means that they're not having sex or they don't live in the same house, you know what I'm saying, or something like that. They may still be married, but they're not in like a physical or sexual relationship and stuff like that, bro. So it's really like you're separated or, you know, 'cause you're not doing anything with them. So that makes it even more bogus, bro.
That mother lost her adult daughter and her 7-year-old granddaughter in one day, and she told me she would have lost more relatives if the murder suspect actually made it into the apartment.
He done told us many times if my child don't come back to him, he will pop every kid in here. He don't care who it is, even he will kill everyone in this house.
Which is bogus, man, because the kids don't have nothing to do with it, bro. The kids don't have nothing to do with, you know, you and your estranged wife relationship, man. It's probably something that he was doing at the end of the day, because, you know, for somebody to act like that and lose their mind, go crazy, and being in their feelings as usual, and really had the nerve to come through and really, you know what I'm saying, shoot the house up, bro, when it's children in there, man. It used to be, you know, like some honor and some discipline. People, you know, if you was looking for that one person, then that was it. You was looking for that one person. You wasn't looking for them. Or if you seen them with their mama or something, it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You just gave them that. All right, you know, I see you, but when you caught them by themselves, it was a different story, bro. Nowadays, people they don't have any uh discipline, you know what I'm saying, or any structure or anything like that, man. Especially when it comes to dealing with the women, bro. Like you could have probably talked to her and got back with her or something, but once you know you showing signs of like mental health, bro, it's pretty much a wrap. Nobody wants to be with somebody that is crazy, bro, and I actually, you know what I'm saying, go through with something like this. Yeah, some people say they gonna do shit sometimes, but they don't. They're just doing that. But for people to actually do it and then, you know what I'm saying, not care about the kids or nothing, even if you wouldn't unalive nobody in that situation, it was a wrap because you went through it and actually shot something up. Could have took out the mom. Ain't no telling how many kids was in the house and all that, bro. That's you know what I'm saying. That's crazy, man. That's really lame, bro. Especially over a woman that doesn't want anything to do with you. Like if the woman don't want nothing to do with you, man, you should be able to move around and go work on yourself. Go build yourself up. Go find some more business. Or and when once you have that and you're you know what I'm saying, secure in yourself, bro, then go find another female, man. Because just jumping from relationship to relationship and you carrying baggage and stuff like this, it's liable to happen in the next relationship too, man. Because you got trauma and baggage and stuff that you carried over from the last relationship, taking it out on a new woman that probably was really a good or a cool one, you know what I'm saying, and really wasn't that toxic like that, or you know, But it just seems like in this instance, dude was a toxic one, man. Taking, his frustration or, however he felt out on his wife instead of doing what he had to do for himself, man.
Bruce told me her son-in-law, William Almond, had been threatening her daughter, Tamika Pullins, for months. She said her daughter filed a temporary restraining order on her estranged husband, but police couldn't find him to serve him the papers. Well,
He got missing, man. He wasn't finna, you know what I'm saying? And then even still showing up at the crib, though. If they're looking for you to serve you papers, bro, the restraining order is still on you, even though, like, they weren't able to find you to serve the papers. So if you get locked up or something, then they're gonna serve you with those papers while you're locked up. Like, hey, we couldn't find you when you was out, so boom, here she got it. This is a restraining order that the person got on you. So it doesn't matter if you try to run from it. It's not like you don't have a restraining order on you, because you still do.
could we do? Like, I feel like half of it's my fault because she's gone and I wasn't here. She said,
No, it's you know what I'm saying, decisions that people make. Like he should have made better decisions with his life, man. And then, you know, him thinking like a woman, being illogical, irrational, thinking with his feelings. He done took three people lives, well, two people, and then himself, because he it's a wrap. He's in jail for that double homicide. And then one was a kid. They're not gonna take it easy on you when you do something like that. And like I said in previous videos, man, people don't respect that in jail, bro. When you do stuff crazy like that, and then, you know, innocent people get hurt, especially children, bro. There's rules and, what I'm saying, regulations and everywhere, even in jail, bro. They not gonna respect that.
there were several relatives in this apartment Friday, terrified when William Almond showed up.
he tried to get in through the door, but he couldn't. So, from my understanding, he went to the window. And by my camera, he shot through the window.
Two people died: Almond's estranged wife, Tamika, and their 7-year-old niece, Dior Scott.
Oh, the niece. It wasn't the daughter. Estranged again. They're not in a sexual relationship, bro, and they probably don't live in the same house. And, you know, that's what estranged is, bro. So it's really like you're not even in a relationship with her. You just got it in your mind that, you know, you can't do anything without her, or, your life ain't nothing if you can't be with her, and you'll go to any kind of lengths or extremes to get that person back, or else nobody can have them. That's what happened here today. If I can't have you, nobody can have you. And, he executed that, man, like, by doing what he did, which was bogus, bro. And, like I've been saying, he had his whole life ahead of him, too. She did, especially their niece, the little girl. She definitely had her whole life ahead of her, man. But like I always say, man, the decisions you make affect you and everyone around you. Now you see how it affected the niece and his estranged wife and himself and the mom-in-law and whatever else kids was in the house and the community. Because you out there doing that, you could have went crazy and shot through anybody's stuff, man. So that's why it's so important to be mentally sound, bro, spiritually sound, physically sound, not be in your feelings, bro. And yeah, you're gonna have feelings, but just deal with them. Like, be able to control them. You know what I'm saying? It's natural to cry or feel anger or feel sad or feel happy, and at the same time, you control them. When you happy, you don't go do nothing crazy or nothing like that. You might smile or something, but so when you angry or upset, you got to be able to control them too, man. The same way you control the good feelings, you got to control the not so good ones as well.
Almond is sitting in the DeKalb County Jail facing murder charges, waiting on a bond hearing. The family hopes he never gets out.
To be honest, it'd be nice to get the chair, but I don't know if they still do that. But he need to suffer because at the end, he took my child for no reason. Like,
and somebody else's child too. And it wasn't even his child, bro. That was it. You know what I'm saying? They niece. So yeah, he bogus for that. He wasn't thinking.
What made you want to do that?
Not thinking is why what made him want to do it. Being tender, a tender dick made him want to do it, bro. Being so in love with one woman made him want to do that. That's why he did it, because he felt like he couldn't do any better and he was going to do anything in his power to get her back, or he was going to take her out and nobody else could have her, which he did. And then he ended up hurting more than one person in the process, including himself.
She told you it's over. The mental balance is real.
Yeah, mental balance. The mental battle is real. And that's what I'm always talking about on this channel. And that's why it's so important to be in your right mind. Think about what you're doing and why you're doing it. And is it worth doing?
The suspect, William Almond, had his first appearance in court over the weekend, but since there's only a magistrate judge there, that judge cannot rule on a bond for a Superior Court case. We will stay on this story. We're live in DeKalb County on Columbia Drive. Taisha Fernandez, Channel 2 Action News.
All right, man. It's Coach Noob. Like, share, comment, subscribe if you're digging this kind of content. Anytime is always appreciated because you can be doing anything but you hear me checking out these reviews. Until next time, I'm out.